Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. This will be taken short.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now. Now the wolf. Check, 43. You.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
You get blocked, me.
Now Jackson. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Check. Slam.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
At the 16-yard line.
Let's go. You tighten up.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They go play action with Jackson being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. He'll buy some time right. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here we go. Here we go. This is Pittsburgh.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On second down, it's Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here's Ray Guy now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Our score after one. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And on the ground they go with the running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 34-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Push him back.
On second down, this is Jackson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
They'll run on first down. Peyton, and a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Ready? 3 to Mike, boy, 43. Check, 43. Let's go. Show it. Ready.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Fighting this, and he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Patrick Willis able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up fourth down. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson, and across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the 49ers have now taken the lead. Stenerud on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Ravens 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down?
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets around him. This time a spin. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Reggie White, what a force. Got back there for the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. After the sack on first down, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Peyton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
On third down, Jackson. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. first and 10. It's Jackson. He's got daylight. 20, 10. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board. But the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone, what a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52. I know he ain't got it. 52's the mark.
Jackson on first down. That's caught by Jackson. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Jackson out to his left. He'll run it. He'll have a first down past the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down, San Francisco.
Ready. 52, Mike 52. Hey, I'm here all day. Check. Over. Check.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Come on, set. 2. 52's the mic. You ain't got nothing.
They'll run here with Bo. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
It's easy. It's coming again.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run again with Jackson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
4th down. Here's Jackson. pass that Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, 49ers. Julio Jones, 50 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short. Oh, it shifts past him. And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
He's brought down by Ryan Shazier. It's a gain of 5.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson now. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On first down, it's Jackson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Willis. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not one. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So that one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Back now in Baltimore. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check. Cross. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check.
Now Jackson throwing again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Slam.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game. And the blitz does come. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he's got a noon one. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. Jackson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Check, 43. 66, now,
on 3rd down, here's Bo. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the